So now let us talk about the mode of nutrition. These bacteria, these monerans, they can show the mode of nutrition on the basis of carbon source utilized. It can be of two types: autotrophs, where they can use inorganic carbon compounds, for example carbon dioxide directly from the environment, and heterotrophs can use only organic compounds which are already formed by some other organisms like producers. Then on the basis of carbon source of energy, the autotrophs can be of two types. किस तरह का source of energy उनका autotrophs को हम दो type में divide कर रहे हैं. One of photosynthetic means they perform photosynthesis, they are using light energy for the formation of their food. The photosynthetic pigment which are present here, they are in the cytoplasm, because in the higher plants photosynthetic pigment is what? Chlorophyll. It is present in the chloroplast, but the membrane bound organism is absent here. So these photosynthetic pigments, they are present in the cytoplasm only. So photosynthetic pigment here is bacteriopurpurin, as in the case of purple sulfur bacteria, and bacterioviridin in the green sulfur bacteria. Okay bache? Then in these bacteria, photosynthesis is known as non-oxygenic. What does this mean? You have studied photosynthesis in the class 10 also. You have studied the two phases of it, light and dark phase. What happens in the light phase? The chlorophyll was trapping the light energy quanta, and due to which the splitting of water was occurring, and there was a release of oxygen. Release of oxygen was there, but here the source which is used for, and what was happening there in the plants, hydrogen ion and electrons, they were provided for further use, है ना? Formation of ATP and NADPH. But here what happens beta, other than the water, something else is utilized, like sulfurous compounds, they are used here. The sulfurous compounds, they are providing hydrogen ion, and there is a release of sulfur instead of oxygen, that is non-oxygenic type. Understood? Now they need hydrogen ion for the photosynthesis. Though the hydrogen ion beta, it is ion, is received from the source like inorganic sulfur compound like H2S thiosulfate, or they can be organic compounds like amino acid, isopropyl alcohol, fatty acids. Okay. Let us give the example of some of the photosynthetic bacteria, like purple sulfur bacteria, example is Comatium. One example is Chromatium. Then green sulfur bacteria, one example is Chlorobium. And purple non-sulfur bacteria, one is Rhodospirillum. Second type of autotrophic bacteria, they are chemosynthetic autotrophs. They are non-photosynthetic because they don't have photosynthetic pigments. It means they cannot perform photosynthesis. They cannot use light energy as a source of food, as a source for the formation of food. But they are using chemical energy instead of light energy for the formation of food. Now the chemical energy, it is obtained from the oxidation of chemical compounds like ammonia. Okay? So like ammonia and some other like ferric substances, ferrous substances, they are basically providing the chemical energy by their oxidation. These bacteria oxidizes chemical compounds and release energy which is used for the formation of food. Like nitrifying bacteria, what they does? Nitrifying bacteria, they oxidize nitrogenous compound to obtain the energy. For example, nitrite bacteria. Nitrite is what beta? NO2 negative. So nitrite bacteria, basically what they do, ammonia NH3, it is converted into NO2 negative. Okay. Bacteria which are responsible for it is Nitrosomonas and Nitrococcus. Nitrates basically जो आपके पास nitrate bacteria है, what they will do, they will convert nitrite into nitrates. The example of the bacteria, they are Nitrodactyl. It is NO3 negative basically, nitrates. Now let us talk about the heterotrophs. Most of the bacteria are heterotrophic. They cannot make their food by their own. the majority of the heterotrophic bacteria, they are important decomposers. They are useful in making curd from the milk, production of the antibiotics, fixing of nitrogen in the leguminous plants, and some of them they are pathogens, may cause disease in human beings, animals, and plants. They receive their own food from the dead organic matter or the living organisms. If they are obtaining their food from the dead organic matters, they are called as saprophytes, feeding on dead and decaying organic matter. In digestion, they are showing extracellular. Extracellular digestion means the food is decomposed outside the body, then the simplest form is reabsorbed by the body, like in case of Lactobacillus. Parasitic, they can cause diseases like plague. Causative agent of plague is Yersinia pestis. TB, Mycobacterium tuberculosis. A citrus canker is a disease caused in the plant citrus, or the causative agent is Xanthomonas citri. Then symbiotic bacteria can be there, like Rhizobium. It helps in the nitrogen fixation with the leguminous plants, associated with the roots of leguminous plants. Again, the same line I am using here of the NCERT. Monera has highest metabolic diversity, but they are simple in structure. तो इतनी ज़्यादा metabolic diversity हमने इनकी देखी है with respect to the nutrition basically, और इसीलिए they are having highest metabolic diversity, but still they are having very simple structure. Membrane-bound organelles are absent. Ribosomes are not more advanced type. Nucleus is absent. So simple structure is there, but highest metabolic activities they are seen. Number of heterotrophic bacteria, they are more than that of autotrophic, that we have already studied, and saprophytic bacteria, they are more in the heterotrophic bacteria. So it is all about for today, beta. So this is all about for today. In the next class, we will talk about further characteristics of the Monera and classes of the groups of the Monera like Archaebacteria and the Mycoplasma. Okay? And after that, we will start with the next kingdom, that is kingdom Protista. So thank you so much. It is all about for today.